Okay. My name is Wade Herring. I am the Democratic candidate for Congress in Georgia's 1st District, and I welcome everyone here this morning to the Woodbine Library, and I thank you for the opportunity to be here this afternoon. I want to talk about libraries, but I want to talk about community. I want to go from libraries to community, from the specific to the general, and back to the specific. Libraries are special places, even sacred places. They are a repository for books and all the world's knowledge and wisdom accumulated over the centuries. It is a place where children discover the joy of reading. I can remember as a boy my mom taking me each week to the Washington Library in Macon, Georgia, and just letting us loose to check out books. It is a place where adults continue that joy of reading. But in a digital age, libraries are so much more than that. They are a space for computers and printers and Wi-Fi. While we were preparing for today, a member of the public came up to use the computer and Wi-Fi, and we had to tell her the library was closed today. It is a place to look for a job. It is a place to apply for a vocational school or college. It is a place to apply for your veterans' benefits. That's what a library is today. And in our divided society, a library is a public space where all kinds of people can gather together. And you think about that in our world today, in our country today, where are the public spaces that all kinds of people can come together? A library is one of those few public spaces. So when we talk about libraries, we talk about everybody coming together, and that's why we talk about community. And it's not that we all agree with each other, but do we have a seat at the table? Is our voice heard? Is anybody listening? Is anybody asking what you want? Is anybody asking what the community wants? Is anybody paying attention to that? Community means everyone, not just a certain few. And so when we think of community, we must consider what is important to maintain and improve in the community over time. Take the long haul, the long view, not the 24/7 news cycle. We ask ourselves what's important and why do we stand in front of this library? Education is important. Children are important. Job opportunities are important. Connecting ourselves locally and to the world is important. The first public library in the United States was in Philadelphia, founded by the Quakers, the city of brotherly love. I do not think it was a coincidence that Philadelphia was the first place for a public library. We recognize today that there is a sickness in the soul of America, and we all feel it. So right here today at this library in Woodbine, Georgia, let's start to make a change and heal ourselves. Let's listen to one another. Let's take care of one another. Let's invest in children and education. Let's value public spaces like a library where we can come together. Let's take the long view and plan accordingly. In a library of all places, we know the importance of quiet and thinking and the value of facts. Let's remember that to be loud is not always to be right. There needs to be a space for contemplation and remembering and discovering what the facts are. Let us remember our true selves. Let us remember the angels of our better selves. Let us work together to keep the promise of a better America, looking forward to tomorrow and our children's future and their children's future. Thank you.